Hey everybody, it's JuJu, and I'm here to talk about some more Super Smash Bros. 4. Most notably, the new announcements that we've got. Oh my god, I'm losing my shit right now. So, let's just start off with the first character that got announced, because yes, we have new characters and whatnot getting announced. And some Mii Fighter stuff too, but I don't really care too much about those. I'll just get those out the way. You got Geno from Super Mario The Legend of the Seven Stars, which I love that game. Mario RPG, rather. So it looks pretty cool. He's for a Mii gunner because, well, Geno, the puppet, had like a hidden gun inside his arm and shit, so that was pretty cool. And then, we got the Chocobos and whatnot coming out. So that's all fine and dandy. We've got some other stuff too. If you guys want to know about that shit, go look it up. Specifically, I'm here to talk about the new characters that you might have noticed in the title of this video. Starting with number 1, Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates. That's the new one that is in Japan, but it is not going to be released outside of Japan for a while here. And that's all well fine and dandy, because, if I'm being honest, they did the same thing with Roy way back when, and you know how well that turned out. Everybody loves Roy. Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. But this Corrin guy, he's on a completely different level. He's not similar to the fighting styles of the rest of the cast from Fire Emblem, thank God. I mean, yeah, we do get another sword fighting character, but oh my god, the way this guy uses his stuff is pretty damn cool. So Corrin, if you don't know, has dragon blood inside of him, which allows him to like partially transform into a dragon that has hydrokinesis powers. For you kids out there who don't know what that means he's able to manipulate, generate water. So basically he can use like hydro pump and shit like that. Nah, I'm joking, but he can use his moves in interesting ways, because first and foremost he's got his pretty awesome sword, but then he has the ability to partially transform his body parts, or his whole body rather, into a dragon. So for example, he can move his hand and transform it into a spear and lunge it into the ground or into enemies that are diagonally below him facing forward. This move is called Dragon Lunge. He jumps up in the air and then lunges downward. He can stick his arm into the ground and basically remain there for as long as he wants. Additionally, he can stick into enemies as well, and from there he has the ability to either jump off, which looks like it puts people in a tumble animation. I'll have to watch the video once more. You can cancel any sort of move just so you can land right next to the person and get ready to knock them out while they're in hit stun, or jump backwards. Basically, from there you can control what you do and how you apply pressure or back off. In addition to the Dragon Lunge being like really interesting, his back air is pretty damn interesting too, because he grows wings to be able to hit you with his wings, but as you do that, his wings propel him in the opposite direction that you're inputting the thing. So if you're doing back air, it'll shoot you literally forwards. So you can actually use that to help you get back on the stage if you've been hit like off to the side and upwards towards the top of the screen. So his final smash turns him into a dragon. He's able to like basically fuck up the entire screen with a bunch of water and shit. It looks pretty damn cool. Corrin gets no stages, unfortunately, but he does get 2 songs, both of them the opening themes of his game that's coming out. One of the songs has actual lyrics. The other one is just a remix, which you'll hear if you watch the actual trailer. Those 2 perks are for if you download them for the Wii U. Now, if you get them for the 3DS, you get 2 trophies out of a couple characters in the game. Okay, now additionally to Corrin, we've got more information on Cloud. They kind of reveal how Cloud's limit break system works, and it's similar to that of Little Mac's KO gauge, except you can't see how much the gauge is going unless you are manually charging Cloud's limit break, which you can do. It takes a little bit, so you won't really have much time to do it during combat, unless of course like you've hit somebody way pretty far, they just died or something. But even then, that's not that much time. But it'll still go up as you attack and probably take damage. It just probably goes up over time, really. But you can charge it with down special. Now the rest of Cloud's awesome moves, like limit breaks, are mapped to his specials, so like up special, side special, neutral special, and down special. Although down special, while it is mainly for charging limits, if the limit break gauge is all the way full, you are able to use this move called Finishing Touch, which basically does jack shit for damage. Like, it literally gives you 1% damage if you take damage from there, but it gives you insane amount of knockback. Like, if you are a legitimate percentage high, you're probably gonna die from that. It seems like it shoots you more diagonally upward, and it's like this spinning tornado attack. It looks really cool. The limit break system is a bit different in its implementation as opposed to Little Mac's KO punch. You're just getting like one like super punch that just kills. Well, in this case, Cloud's limit break form boosts all his stats, so it looks like he moves a bit faster and is able to output some more damage. But the second you use a special, that special is enhanced, and by that I mean, let's say you're trying to use Climb Hazard to get back on the stage. Well, now if you used it while in the limit break form, it now goes like twice as high, and that'll really help you with recovering a lot. Except if you were planning on using that on attack, that kind of sucks because you only get one usage out of it, then you have to recharge the limit break thing all over again. So they also showed off how the Midgar stage works, and how, if you guys recall my previous video on Cloud being announced, that there was not that much information on exactly how the summons worked. You kind of made your own assumptions on how they worked just by watching the video, but now they go into detail on how it works, and what happens is occasionally summon material will randomly show up and start floating around the stage. From there, if you are closest to the material when it is randomly destroyed, then the material goes to you. That way when the summon appears, you don't actually take the damage, all your opponents will though. So yeah, you have like Bahamut Zero shooting like a beam into the ground that sends out a giant ass shockwave that heads to a specific part of the stage, and then there's Odin and shit that shoots lightning all over the damn stage. There's just a lot of shit. There's just plenty of fucking shit to try and dodge. The coolest one I think is the one with the summons from the Knights of the Round, where he just straight up cuts the stage in half. So now there's even more room for error when you're trying to get to the other side. Someone could like spike you down. Eventually, of course, the stage reforms itself by basically smashing it back into each other, both sides. However, if you're in the middle of that, it's like an instant KO. So I thought that was pretty cool. And now for the piece de resistance, the newest and pretty much last person to be announced for Smash Bros. And getting developed for it is Bayonetta. Yep, that's right. Bayonetta for Smash Bros, bitches. She won the Smash Ballot overall worldwide. See, I still wish we had Sora, but, you know, realistically speaking, that's probably kind of hard for Nintendo to do. I'm sure it was enough effort to try and get Cloud alone. Bayonetta has her appearance from both games, so it looks pretty cool. She's got the short hair with the second game, and then she's got the long hair with the first game, and her suits are different too. Even the color of the guns, which do vary between games, so they went really into detail. There's even an effect in the Wii U version where her shadow, you can see like her wings and whatnot, even though her character model doesn't have those. I'm not really sure what that is. I didn't play Bayonetta. I really want to though. It looks really awesome. Now Bayonetta, this chick, oh my god, she is like a heavy ass combo fighter, and I don't mean heavy as in weight class, I mean heavy as in she's able to string a shit ton of combos together, probably even more effectively than Ryu can. Her side special is like this heel slide thing that if you press the button again, you're able to launch people in the air, and that way you can quickly jump up and start doing like aerial combos, and immediately try doing side special again, which turns into a completely different move in the air. It's even named different, so that's like a first for Smash Bros. Speaking of weird combo stuff, she can basically use her up special recovery like twice. Like she can use it, and then right after using it, she's able to input button commands, including a second jump if you haven't used it already. So then you could jump again, and then use up special again to help you get even higher vertically, and that just seems kind of cheap. And before you ask, yes, she is able to use her guns. The bullets are much like Foxes in that they can rack up a bunch of damage from just sitting there, but they don't have any knockback, so people can run up and try to hit you. But that's a good thing, because you also have the ability to use Witch Time, which apparently was a thing in the game. Witch Time allows you to slow down time, basically, so that you can avoid attacks and then get ready to counterattack. Except it would be really cheap if we were able to do that for everybody on the screen. So what happens is you use Witch Time on the person who attacked you, and it slows them down to the point where you can essentially fuck them up or set up traps for them and whatnot, because you know where they're gonna end with the ending of their move or lag or whatever. However, the more you use it, of course, the shorter it goes. This is also in tandem with the character that hit you. Their percentage, the lower their percentage, the shorter Witch Time is affected on them as well. However, if you got like a shit ton of percentage and you get hit with witch time, then yeah, you're kind of fucked. Now, witch time only really works if you do it at the right time. I'm not sure what the timing is because, well, I didn't really sit there and analyze in like slow motion and how many frames it takes. But I'm guessing it's not frame perfect to be able to use it because that would just be fucked. But apparently if you use witch time a little too late, it actually is a dodge move that isn't necessarily a dodge. Like, you take the damage, but the damage is halved. And you turn into like a flock of bats or something and move to a different location. Her final smash is really cool in that she puts everybody in witch time, and then from there you have to fill up a gauge by attacking everybody. And once you fill up that gauge, the demon Gamora shows up, like starts attacking everybody that you hit. And if you have about 100% or more, then you're pretty much fucked. Speaking of demons, her smash attacks are really ridiculous. They seem a little bit slow, but they're really strong and have like a wide range of attack for the hitbox. Like, she's able to use her hair to summon, limbs of the demons. The coolest one seems to be summoning the leg, which is like a down smash. And if you are edge guarding, down smashing with that thing, super effective. Additionally, for Bayonetta, you do get some music tracks and an awesome stage, one that recreates one of the first parts of the first game in which you're on the falling church. You can see lots of different angel stuff in the background, and there are platforms that float by, changing up how you need to space and fight. You also get a few trophies. In other news, amiibos of Rob with classic Famicom colors, Roy, and Ryu will be released March 18th, 2016. How about that shit? Well, Corrin and Bayonetta as characters will be released February 2016, and it is confirmed that they will both have amiibos with them in the future. Now, as for Cloud, yes, he too has an amiibo coming out, but when is his character available? Let me check the time. Right now. Go to eShop channel right now and download him and his stage immediately for both 3DS and Wii U, if you can, if you have those, or if the system isn't, like, crashing right now. The time I'm recording this shit, my Cloud download should be almost done, or, done right now, so I think I'm gonna go play that. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like this video if you dig it. Share it with all your friends. Comment, please. I'd love feedback. I don't care if it's negative or positive. I always want to try to get better for you guys. But again, thanks for watching. Now I'm rambling. Peace out, guys.